Hi, dear. Hi, little dragon. Little dragon J, actually. How are you, dear? You're the first one today to join. Hi. Hi, dear. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing today? It's Wednesday, 2 days post Coachella. How is everybody doing? Has everybody recovered after the roller coaster of emotions that Coachella has been? Hi, hi. I'm good too. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. Welcome to the live stream. Hi, Phone Lee. Hi, you're new here. You're new here. Where are you from? Hi, hi, Linka. You're new too? You're new too. Haven't seen you guys around here. Little Dragon G, I know, has been a regular here. How are you guys doing on this beautiful Wednesday? Hi, Top Wife. Hi. Hi, Top's wife. I didn't know that Top had a wife, but welcome to the chat. How are you guys doing? Have you guys recovered after Bangchela? It's been a week, guys. What I did today. Hi, hi. Today I made a video reacting to funny Big Bang Reels, the Coachella edition. That has been fun. I did laugh a lot. I also went to the gym. And yeah, I was waiting for this live stream with you guys to talk about Bangchela. I did a live stream on Monday when Coachella happened, and thank you. You're so nice. Hi, thank you. You're so nice for saying that. And I promised you guys a live stream after the performance, and I didn't get around to do it because Monday I was an emotional wreck, guys. It took a while to recover from the performance. I was so emotional and so conflicted. Has been so intense. Like it feels the day after it felt like yeah, I saw that they are having fun and just vibing at that baseball game. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Margaret. Oh, you're so sweet. How are you, Margaret? Have you recovered? We're here to talk about our collective trauma. I was telling everybody, oh, thank you. You're so cute. You're so nice. Thank you. I was telling everybody that after the performance, it feels like it was so intense and so emotional that it feels like I blacked out for a couple of moments because I couldn't recall or remember those specific moments. I was like, what's happening to my brain? Am I not I was watching it live. I should remember, but I completely blacked out because I was so emotional and so into it, and it was. I'm from Romania. We're almost neighbors. Taeyang was amazing, guys. Uh, Weird thing is that now that people are have processed everything, let's say, properly, and people have been thinking, and I went on threads, and there are some people saying that Taeyang actually carried the whole performance, which I do not agree personally. I think they all played an essential and integral part in the performance, and I don't think that anybody was better or stood out more or things like that. My bias in Big Bang is G Dragon, yes. Romania, Ilinka. Judging by your name, you're also from my country. And yes, GD is getting hate for not hitting high notes, but that's not exactly news or anything new. Ever since his comeback, people have been saying that, but people forget that people age and voices change, and what songs maybe suited him before, maybe they don't suit him necessarily the same. So it's really nothing new, and I think the performance was so great that people really tried to find a fault, to find mistakes. Sometimes I see Coachella Big Bang videos. I feel coming. Yeah, yeah. Actually, Big Bang is really loved everywhere, and that warms up my heart. That's so great, Ilinka. That's great to know. Welcome. Yes, we have new people. Yes. I like his raspy voice. I really like his raspy voice. But guys, people forget he's not a vocalist. First of all, Taeyang and Daesang are much better in that department. GD is a rapper, first of all, and he doesn't have to hit high notes. Not everybody has to hit high notes and be a rapper. Like that. That's not a requirement. Um, but he does, like, guys, because he literally did a whole world tour last year. uh f- and he managed just fine, and we heard him sing both Untitled, which also involves high notes. I mean, you can't expect him to hit the kind of high notes that Daesung hits. That will never happen, not even in his prime, let's say that. We know how he sounds. We know that he can sing, but this was a different type of performance. It was not by himself. You also need to give the other members some time to shine and to sing. Like, you can't do it all anymore. So, Ilinka, I'm probably the only Romanian YouTuber who talks about Big Bang. So I know Cafe, and yeah, that's he's really great there, and Drama and Untitled and Haru Haru, and these people these people are impossible to please. But I'm actually okay that that's the only criticism that they can come up with, because the performance was actually perfect from my point of view. In my opinion, it was actually perfect. The last moment wrecked me and traumatized me, and it took a while for me to recover, and I couldn't explain it to anybody else because I have no VIP friends or any friends in that are into K-pop that could relate. So it was it was a weird feeling. It was a very weird Monday, because then I had to go back to my real life, and it was intense. It was difficult to navigate all of those feelings and the magnitude of the moment. It was, guys, it was monumental. I actually cannot find my words. And still life, guys, that moment just destroyed me. Destroyed me. And I actually looked online to see what people were saying and thinking over this moment, and everybody kind of agrees that Gigi tried to bring top, although we don't have any sources to confirm that. This is just fan speculation based on Gigi's behavior online and on stage. People say that he tried to bring top back, but top doesn't want to, and that salute was like a goodbye, and the, they kept his vocals in intentionally for a reason. So, because let's not forget, it was the only song that still included Top's verse. All of the rest were butchered. They were without Top's part. So um, it was obviously intentional. But I'm like, will we ever get an explanation or like something as to why? Like, are we cursed to speculate for the rest of our lives what's happening? Because I wouldn't mind, somebody to come out and say, well, we did this for this reason and we did this for this reason. Like, it's my fault, Top Chi Dragon, because I started a bit earlier. But where this is just a casual conversation, guys, I can repeat things over and over again because Yes, they did have Top Spot and Fantastic Baby at Mama 2024, but here they had it here in Boom Shakalaka. It was there, but Gigi sang over it. But they cut off his part, and it was so visible, guys. It was so visible. And somebody else said that, well, they basically had time to re-record all of the songs, but they didn't. This was actually a defense used by OT5 fans, because also Songri's voice was still, you could still hear it in some songs. For example, in Haru Haru, you could kind of hear it, and in multiple ones. His part in Lies, I think it was given to Daesung, but other than that, I don't recall any other moments. But I really wish, guys, I'm saying this again. I really wish that we could stop speculating and somebody would come out directly and tell us what's happening and what's not real and what's real, because I see so many people speculate online, including me. And it's like, are we making things up at this point? I mean, where's the line? Where's the line? Because at this point, we have a whole like fan fiction developed in our heads. Hi, Carla. Thank you, little dragon G. Bye, bye. So I'm like, are we really? And this thing with the GD liking, I'm so skeptical about that aspect, because again, I keep remembering the way G Dragon likes stuff on Instagram, and at this point, I think that anything that has a G Dragon tag or a hashtag will get liked, if it comes upon his Instagram. So I don't know how much he actually sees what he's liking, so I really cannot put my faith into that as to him confirming or not confirming some things. Right, so they cut off the, it is, yeah. Yes, I mean, it was exactly, it was something very, very intentional. Hi, Lena. I'm good. I'm good. It's been a tough week. Not only because of Big Bang, but also some personal things, and I sometimes I feel pulled from multiple directions, and I'm only one person, and it's difficult. It's been a tough year, guys. It's a tough year, sprinkled with some great moments like Big Bang performance at Coachella. I'm so happy that everybody enjoyed it. From what I've seen online, everybody is so happy with it and so impressed and really, really happy. So that's good. I'm especially happy for Daesung, because I think that he deserves all of this love and attention. Everybody's so happy for him, and he was so amazing on stage. And I'm so happy that the crowd was vibing to Korean trot. Like that's unreal. That's unreal. And only Daesung could do that. Only Daesung could get trot in the middle of the Californian desert, crazy. Yes, also that goddamn teaser, guys, and also they put it in the intro, like from the moment the performance started, and seeing that moonwalker, on the moon, and I'm like, What's the purpose of that? What was the reason? What was the purpose of that? Why did you do that?" And talking about Coachella. Power Coachella remix. Yes, O Papacito. O Papacito and his lips, his hips that didn't lie. Also, guys, did you see that? Do you remember that moment where he grabbed that fan's phone and the fan was so nonchalant? I was like, is that a plant? Was that on purpose? Was that guy on purpose there? Because he was like not impressed, and he was like, almost give me my phone back. And GD actually accidentally stopped the video. So mm, I really wish that GD would put up that power remix on the platforms. That would be amazing. That would be really amazing. And yeah, Margaret, your husband is really loved and so freaking fine. Like you could see, body was T, Taeyang, yeah, body Taeyang, of course, always. But they sang in a tight white tank top, like fire, fire, fire. I think I couldn't forget about Coachella. I think I barely slept, to be honest. Yeah, I would have fainted too. I would have fainted too. Fan cam with 1.6 million views. Where on YouTube? I actually wanted to rewatch it, the whole performance, but by the time when they replayed it on YouTube, I was outside touching grass, guys, because I needed to feel something other than pain. And so I couldn't watch the rewatch. And I see that on YouTube are only fan cams, and I don't want to watch the fan cams because fan cams I also have on Instagram plenty. But I really want to watch the official recording. And from what I heard, Mnet bought the distribution rights, so it's not gonna be on Coachella's YouTube. I don't know if it's official. I just saw it on Instagram somewhere. Somebody said that, so take it with a grain of salt. So we'll see. Cyward, okay, deleted. I think I saw that link with Google Drive, Margaret. I think that's the thing you mean. And I tried to access it, but it says something it's gonna be available in a few days because of some upload thing. And yeah, regarding that, they did it on purpose, and I hate them for playing with our minds. Same, same. Because guys, I was like 100% sure that Top will come up on stage, and I kept waiting and waiting, and it didn't happen. And I couldn't understand why, because the signs were there, and all of GD's hints and clues and messages, and my brain cannot comprehend why that didn't happen. Oh, okay, great. Yes, that I would love it if you could send it to me. Yeah. The rest of Coachella, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that because Coachella lineup was quite diverse. So it had something for everybody. To be honest, Justin Bieber's set was iconic for especially for old fans, which I am because I kind of grew up in middle school, high school with Justin Bieber. I grew up like I was there since his first song, so for me, it was very nostalgic. Absolutely loved Sabrina Carpenter's set. So I don't know if it's mid. Carol G was the first Latin artist to have a performance on main stage Coachella. So I don't necessarily think it was mid. We're talking about Bangchella, Weibo. Okay. Okay, I will check that out if the Google Drive thing doesn't work. After the teaser, well, thing is, Top G Dragon, these things can't exactly be done like that, like a week before, because the teaser was dropped on Tuesday, and Coachella happened on Sunday, Monday for me. So it's a matter of few days. Don't really think that's like these things are usually talked about ahead of time, like longer than a few days. So I don't know. Maybe I feel maybe Top changed his mind the last time. I feel like something like that happened, or I don't know. I don't know. Yes, I know that Justin Bieber is a G-Dragon fan because they were supposed to release a song together, but that got scrapped. I did see that I saw Lisa and Rose. Jenny apparently wasn't. Jenny apparently avoided the Big Bang set. People say I saw something like that. circulating online. I don't exactly know why she would avoid it. I know that there were dating rumors between her and GD long time ago, so I don't know. But she Jenny wasn't there. Jenny wasn't there. To be honest, I barely saw Lisa. I only saw Rose, but I did see Lisa posted that Big Bang moment before the performance where they would like say Big Bang and the hands. So I don't know. Yeah, no, the interaction between the Blackpink girls and Daesung on stage, it was actually super funny. I actually included it in my Reels reaction video. So yeah, that was cute. That was cute. The girls always are so supportive. And Rose actually posted like a TikTok or something dancing to La La La. So that was cute. No, that was super cute. Yeah. I don't think that Jisoo, I didn't see, haven't seen anything about Jisoo attending. I don't think she was at Coachella, but I'm not sure, so don't quote me. Uh, yeah, we got a lot of bangers to be honest. Like I was doom scrolling even today, and I'm still not sick of watching all of the fan cams and the moments because it was so great, guys. Like I can't even pick like a favorite moment. Everything, and I like that each member had his moment to shine, and I think that's impressive to be honest. And people are making fun of the fact that they during Bad Boy they were like synchronized for 5 seconds and then like typical, it's a running joke that Big Bang members never were really 100% synchronized in dancing, and that was funny. uh Yeah, I was crashing out, and I'm feeling silly. I'm feeling silly, I actually felt silly all Monday. Um, you know, I wasn't the only one to. If you went online, everybody was speculating this, and everybody was understanding those hints the same as I was. So I wasn't making shit up in my head. I was going off some clues and some hints, and I thought that was gonna happen. I really thought that was gonna happen, and I was crashing out. And on Monday, it was like shit happens. Thank you, Margaret. Shit happens, and it didn't happen, and I felt bamboozled. I felt, but I really got maybe some. I wouldn't say satisfaction, but peace of mind with that tiny moment where GD says in Still Life, he says for 4 seasons with no reason, and that gives me some sense of I feel like he was upset. I feel like it was some way of saying, guys, I tried, but it can't happen. And yeah, it's they could have done all of this Bankchala thing without all of the hints, guys. It would have been so easily avoidable, but they went that way, and I don't think that they would have done this without like some high chance of top actually showing up. So I think that God, I wish I was a fly on the wall during their talks or something, like when before they went on stage and after. Like I wish I was a fly on the wall to know what actually happened, or if was something supposed to happen. I need that answer. I need at least that. I really need to know whether something was supposed to happen and then didn't end up happening, like because we speculated the same thing with Mama last year. There was some rumor after the awards that Top was actually supposed to join GD on stage and la la la, but that was just a rumor. And like then I couldn't say I was disappointed then because it was just a rumor and it was super easy to speculate. But this time it was uh, I do think that Top watched Bangchel. I don't know why, but I do think. And guys, also to be noted, since Top's album dropped, he posted something every day on his stories, at least almost every day. I think I can't be 100% sure, but I think almost every morning I woke up with a notification that he posted a article or a new photo or a reel or something, and Bangchala Day, he didn't post anything. He didn't post anything. So, what do you mean, Margaret, the delay in the intro? Taeyang. Taeyang was on fire, guys. I don't know what Taeyang eats or drinks, or I don't know, but guy had so much energy. It was insane. Uh, I'm not gonna make the same mistake in speculating that again. I don't know. I'm just gonna say I don't know. I don't, and I actually don't think there's high chances of that happening. I don't think there's any chance of that happening, to be honest. It would be really shocking if that would happen. I don't think so. It depends on the reason why. If he was supposed to come, it depends on the reason why he didn't show up. So I don't know. There's something wrong. I don't understand what you mean. Broke would step on me and I'd say thanks. And yeah, same. I'd probably say do it again. Taeyang's voice, yeah. Taeyang's voice, Daesung's voice, and Taeyang is allergic to shirts. I love it. I love how everybody is like, we all agree that Taeyang should never wear a shirt ever again while performing because he immediately takes them off. Like he can't wait to take them off. And I like how Daesung was on stage, like talking to fans, looking for his Gisun. He was like very player Daesung. Why would you wear a shirt when you look like that? I would walk around shirtless all day long. But everybody was like crashing out and like thirsting over Taeyang, and like he has a wife, and and people are like, "Oh, Yori, I understand you. I get you, girl. I get you, girl." Doesn't like shirts. Rest in peace, Taeyang's shirts. But he was seriously so cute, so cute. Say yeah, 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 yeah. No, and if you watch him doing "We Like to Party," he's so funny. Like he's so funny. I wanted to post this short, but YouTube will block my videos because if you can only post fan cams, you can't post like official uh footage that was captured during the live stream. But there was this moment in "We Like to Party," and it's only visible from that footage where Daesung is singing, and Taeyang is like, I don't know, he's doing something. He's not singing, but he's very like, somebody said like, Taeyang, are you okay? And him going off on stage, and The Exorcist doing "We Like to Party." No, doing sober. Sorry, doing sober. Like it was. And you guys, did you guys catch it when Daesung was supposed to sing? Doing "We Like to Party," and they were having so much fun that Daesung forgot to sing. So iconic, yeah. Uh, did GD say that? I don't know. I actually don't know Ilinka because I found the translation of his speech in Korean, and it makes no sense. Like it. It's a speech that doesn't make any sense. He says random words, like typical GD. He says random words, and then he blabs about something, and then he says something else. Like it's unintelligible. You can't. It's really like thank you guys, la la la, and something else, and I couldn't understand anything from it. So I don't know if he said that. So I think we're gonna see. Rare to see him with a shirt. Yeah, having too much fun. He's hard to follow. Yeah, he's a bit hard to follow. He's really hard to follow. But GD was I mean, we're used to him. These are people who actually are not used to GD because we followed every Ubermensch performance, every Ubermensch concert, and every other performance that he did since Ubermensch. And we are used to him being weird and random and socially awkward and saying random things. We're used to him, but some people are not. Guys, imagine that there are some people who discovered Big Bang right now. I discovered Big Bang through Squid Game, so it's an important moment for the fandom, and that's actually a nice thought. You know, people are becoming VIPs now because of Coachella, which is amazing. So his wife Giri, yeah. Um, You know, guys, I woke up this morning with that part from Studio 54 in my head with that uh, Big Bang, where he says, Big Bang, cut them off, Big Bang, say less. I woke up with that part in my head this morning, and something is not great there, guys. Something I haven't listened to his album since Friday, Saturday, or something like that. Because I was preoccupied with Big Bang, but I think something's not okay there. Something smells fishy. Mm, and it's obviously not over. Something is not over, or it's either GD not wanting to move on and he would rather drag us in his situation with him so he doesn't have to do it alone. Because at this point, it feels like we're forced to not move on by GD. So yeah, I know that moment with OT4. I do. So if because if you look at it coldly, let's say like objectively, why this comeback is important to Big Bang, and let's consider for a moment by the way, guys, OT3 fans are really starting to piss me off. No offense if you guys are OT3, but some arguments are really starting to piss me off. All of these OT3 fans saying, respect OT3. Top doesn't want to come back. Songre is not coming back. La la la. Well, let's focus on these three. Stop with the OT4 theories and la la, etc., etc., etc. Okay, let's that. Okay, us three. Yeah, we are in a band. We're making a comeback. 20 years anniversary. La la la. I would want, that's just me. I would want that um comeback to be exclusively on that OT3. Um no reference whatsoever, nowhere to be found any reference to top, any reference to anything else. I would make it like that. If things were truly closed, the matter would be truly closed, end of story, la la la, everybody's moving on. But then why would you like sprinkle all of these hints along the way? Yeah, great that they supported Top's album on Instagram. I applaud that. That's really nice and sweet. But then that freaking Coachella promo that just blew my mind like open. Uh all of the hints on GD's social media. Like if I were GD, I would have stopped posting. I would have stopped posting last week altogether, or just post Big Bang Coachella, Big Bang Coachella, Big Bang Coachella, or just photos of him Daesung and Taeyang, and that would be all. No hints, no, not. I wouldn't give anybody the chance to speculate on top. Uh, I wouldn't do that if the matter was truly close. I don't know if I'm making any sense, guys, or if you understand what I mean, but it's obviously something happening. It's obviously something is happening. And yes, Margaret, now that support feels fishy. That support feels fishy right now. So I appreciate that they supported Top's album, but now if you put all of these hints, everything that happened in the last 2 weeks together, and you try to find like to see the bigger picture, take a step back and see the bigger picture. Yeah, they are perfectly aware that people will pick apart and will nitpick every single story, every single post, every single video, every single teaser. Everything will be picked apart because the interest is super high now. Before Big Bang, that a lot of people are wishing to see Top on that stage with you guys. Why would you feed our delusions? Why would you feed into it? Yeah, unless something was happening. But like it's very confusing. It's very confusing, because they are not stupid. They know what's happening online. They know what we are saying. I don't know, Margaret. I don't know if it's because of YG and not the members. Because then why do you have this? I can't, because Top doesn't give us anything to work on. Anything except his songs that were like the message was clear. I I'm not in Big Bang anymore. I probably won't be ever again. This is what happened. This is what I was feeling. End of story. And I was fine. He didn't repost the guy's support stories. Nobody, CL didn't comment again on on any of his posts. She didn't post anything from what I know. I don't know if I'm following her on Instagram, but I think I would have seen all over social media if she would have posted something in support. So everybody is very dead silent, radio silent. Top is not saying anything. So Top isn't technically feeding our delusions. So I think this also shows maybe that it's something between the members as well. So, Top Forever fan, I do think that. I do think that because also award shows are coming this year. So, if Top will want to make an appearance, they might run into each other. But at this point, I'm really getting the feeling and vibes that they don't get along. I was believing until now, until Top's album dropped, that maybe they're in contact behind the scenes. Maybe they meet up, maybe they talk or something. But I'm starting to get the feeling that that's not happening, that that's not real. I know that they are childhood friends, but I've been childhood friends with many people that I don't talk to anymore. So I don't think so. I don't think so. There was nobody spotted him, especially helping the guys prepare. No, that seems fanficky. That sounds fanficky. I don't think so. But I'm really starting to think that things are way worse than we actually think. So don't take my word for it. This is just my opinion and my thoughts based on what's happening in reality, not in our heads. Sometimes we really have to look at the cold facts. Um, you know, yeah. Well, somebody had dancer friends that said that Top was supposed to show up with Mama. So everybody apparently has dancer friends on Instagram. It sounds a bit fanficky. Like, why would Top go all the way to California, risk being spotted, risk the rumors starting and heating up, and not go on stage like that? That would be and being seen by nobody. Nobody from all of those thousands of people at Coachella and in California and in LA, nobody saw him. No airport photo, no nothing. It's a bit too fanficky for me. I don't think that's real. We all wish it was real, but it also does wouldn't make sense, for him to go all that way to help them prepare. I don't know. You don't remember this ever do something or maybe something. I think it's something, I think GD is giving me that vibe, he is giving me that vibe. That tiny moment there where he said 4 seasons with no reason. He wasn't why did you do that? Why did you, that wasn't part of the song? And what was the purpose of including still life verse? Why was the purpose of putting still life in the set list? Why? It was the first time it was performed live, so it wasn't like established set list track, so Pixar didn't happen. Pixar didn't happen. If I don't, I can't believe anything anymore. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think so. I really think that they are not on good terms. I think something's happening, but I think that on behalf of Top is upset or Top is refusing this connection or something because, but, and I actually don't like this argument. Hi, hi. I really, I don't know, guys, cancel me or whatever, report me. I don't like this argument that they included still life as a goodbye to Top, but it's like he didn't die. I keep seeing that argument all over social media. I said it was like a goodbye to Top, when he will always be with them. He didn't die. Why are we talking like he's dead? He's not. so so I really hate that. I really hate that, and that's such an easy reason. That's such an easy explanation, and it is. It's the most easy. It is cheesy, guys. It's cheesy as hell. It's as cheesy as the argument that Top doesn't want to come back to Big Bang, so he doesn't hurt the members. Really? Really? No, come on, no. Like, at this point, like, the members are basically begging him to come to Big Bang, and he's like, "No, I don't wanna hurt you guys. This is not Romeo and Juliet. This is not a tragedy out of Shakespeare." Let's do some once or twice, but just not too much. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I saw that they didn't allow any interviews, and they were actually praised for that as the only act that didn't want any interviews done before. But then I'm also wondering why. Why this is not actually like a practice? It's not like GD always denied interviews, because we have interviews with GD uh, on that red carpet at Paris. uh, mm, I don't know why. So Margaret could be something there. Could be something there. That was a long time ago with the not I know he said it in the post Squid Game interview, but that was back. No, he basically said he left because he didn't want to hurt. And I actually don't believe that either, because he left a while after everything that happened, and he was on good terms with GD. You guys, we talked about this at some point. We built the chronology of the event, and it didn't make sense. So I don't buy that either. I don't buy that either. And it's usually the simplest explanation is usually money, power, control. These are the easiest explanations, not cheesy K-pop fans fantasies. So, mm, That's possible. That's possible. Margaret, I don't know technically, so I can't say yes or no, but I that's probably right. I don't know. Their tour is probably gonna be like sponsored by YG and the new album, but I don't yeah, probably not Coachella. But I don't know. Don't worry, I'm sure that YG is getting their bag as well. Nothing is for free in this world. Trust me, nothing is free. So, guys, I don't want to like rain on your parade. I don't want to be like a negativist, but I also can't lie to you guys and say that uh I believe this and this and this because we also live in the real world. So surely might I saw that. I saw that GD's contract with Galaxy. But I don't know if that has like any implications. I don't think that GD will leave Galaxy because he's basically the boss of he's his own boss. I don't know. I don't think he has any issues with the label. So I think he's probably gonna extend it. I think. I don't know. But maybe guys, maybe Top really doesn't want to be associated with Big Bang anymore. And maybe that's the cold hard reason. Maybe that's the explanation. I don't know. Yeah, there. No, I don't think that GD will go back to YG after everything. I don't think so. After he fought with them so hard to get his name back, and no, I don't think. Oh, he did make Galaxy rich, but Galaxy also gave him control. So because I haven't heard, I mean, I don't know if that's real, but I haven't heard any info or rumors that GD is struggling or has issues with the label. So I just assume that he gets along well with them. That's an interesting thought. That's an interesting thought with Sangri. I have been spammed by Jonalyn's post on Instagram and on Facebook. Guys, I really hate when somebody types messages all in caps lock for no reason. Um, uh, Fans of why? Why do fans have a problem with Galaxy handling GD? Why? That seems ridiculous. What do fans know about artists and label contracts and relationships and that's business. What do fans know? What do fam really? I haven't seen that. I missed this one. No. Oh, last year. Yes, because fams who are basically kids, and young girls, and they surely know better than GD, who's a seasoned artist and has been in the industry for 20 years. They surely know better than GD what to do with their career. And surely, yeah, I forgot fams and VIPs are guard dogs nowadays. They know better. They know better. And I'm a fam too and a VIP. But I'm really sick of like these you remember that, guys, in like our like 2 lives ago, this girl went off in the chat. She was very anti Sangri and she like leave Sangri should leave G alone. Yeah, I forgot your G Dragon's guard dog and bodyguard. J-Ho should be really scared of you. So with the outfits, yeah, but I didn't that's what you mean. Yeah, it's well, I think that K-pop fans have a lot of money if they can afford to send trucks. I wouldn't spend my money on sending trucks to any artist. That's just stupid. That's stupid behavior. That's childish behavior. Whenever something happens that you don't like, you like throw tantrum. GD is a man, guys. GD is almost 40. I'm sure he knows better how to handle his career. So they behave like that. They leave. You are defending our idols. Did anybody ask you to do that? Did anybody ask you why are you being such bitches? What Galaxy is GD's label. I don't think he will keep VIP because I see his tendency to like to run away from anything Big Bang related. So I probably think he will make up his own fandom name. Rattlehead, you know, if my feeling, if I give you an answer with my heart, I would say yes, I would like an appearance with the four of them. But if I am to give you a realistic answer, I don't think that fans deserve anything. We are not owed anything from them because we are just fans. So I would like to see it, but I'm not owed anything. I don't deserve anything. Because if we are talking about deserving, I would probably deserve a $14,000 necklace from Jacob and Co. X piece minus one. So I would definitely deserve that. So no, I don't think he's gonna keep VIPs. No, 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 no chance in hell. No. He might not even like have a name for his fans, to be honest. I don't know because he makes some choices that sometimes are not very like K-pop industry uh, focused, and some decisions that are more like Western music like. So I don't know which way he will go. Crying? Do I look like I'm crying? No, I'm not crying. I'm not crying. Chair or a pole on a pole. That would be weird. Not light stick. That would be a weird light stick. I think he just done. I don't think he wants rules anymore, guys. After living your whole life after some sets of rules, because being an idol is like a strict set of rules. You can't date publicly. You can't do anything, by yourself. Fans mean everything when they really shouldn't. So you're basically a slave. I do think that too, Margaret. I do think that too, but it feels like he really doesn't want to. It feels like he it feels like he doesn't want to. And probably the most top thing to do would be when we least expect it. And we really expected it with Coachella. So maybe he didn't want that pressure. I don't know. I agree. You need to face your fears and traumas and problems. No, they don't have any private life, and it's not like in Western media. Western media is way more relaxed when it comes to like their private life. But somebody, my friend, asked me yesterday about GD and whether like she looked at him and she asked me, "Is he gay?" And I said, "No, I don't think so." And she said, "Well, has he been in any relationships?" And I said, "I don't know," because in this industry they can't confirm anything certainly, like 100%. So it's a difficult thing, being an idol. It's You're an idol. You're supposed to be perfect. The pure definition of an idol is somebody who's makes no mistakes, is perfect. Like that person that doesn't exist. People are not perfect, we are all flawed. Send 1000 drugs. If they have so much money, they should send it to me. If they don't know what to do with the money, send them to me. I will find a purpose for that money. Yeah, he did say that. So that's basically very not idolish, That's what I'm saying, that maybe he's sick of rules and he just wants to do what he wants. Well, probably one of them was that girl that got him in trouble. Don't remember her name, and I'm not even gonna bother remembering her name because it's not worth it. But yeah, guys, it's rough. It's rough, and I really as somebody who asked me earlier, how do I feel now that top that didn't show up? Silly. I told you guys I'm gonna look like a fool, and I felt like a fool, but what can you do? She probably, I don't know if she did or she didn't. I shouldn't speculate on that. Oh, backstage at Coachella, don't I don't know. I don't think they had time, but in private for sure. Because remember when Top dropped his album, GD and Daesung were in LA already together, so it would have been like the elephant in the room. Of course, they had to talk about it. So. Uh, I am a fool. I'm a fool because I believed GD. Said GD goyang. Oh, could be, could be for, but could be, could be. It said Q3, so I think that lines up. The tour, the Big Bang's tour, I think that lines up with Q3, August. I think, yeah. Top's X is not of our business. Well, if he didn't want it to be our business, why did he mention it in the song? Like, you can't have it both ways. You can't have it, don't talk about it, but here I'm gonna give you a hint. Like, because nobody asked, really. Nobody asked Top, how many ex girlfriends do you have? So, of course, we're gonna talk about that if we want to, but it was a ping pong. It was a ping pong. It was, and guys, I'm telling you, it feels like GD doesn't want to move on, so he's forcing us not to move on either. What I think, all the hints. Well, I thought that they meant that Top will join them at Bangchela, but I was wrong. So it probably means that GD is crazy, like like us. I don't know. And it's only Giri posting these, like Daesung, not a another word. Taeyang, he had that TikTok which was deleted with the Gigi Top song. So I don't know. Gigi is the fourth ex-girlfriend, probably. He does. He did like all of the reels. I mean, I all of the reels relating to Coachella I've seen were liked by him. Also the still life ones, but like, Gidi, I don't want to go on this trauma journey with you. For real, I love you, but I don't want to because I got issues of my own. Why do I have to go through this with you too? Like, can't you just tell me if it's happening or not, or just tell me he's not coming back? But I'm just gonna like some more things relating to Top, where I'm gonna try to tease you guys some more with this. Like, he might come back, but just tell me something. Sure, something 100% true, it's that or that. Because this is just it's like we're about to go crazy. Like, this is not, so I'm just gonna stop uh speculating about that. Monchera. Yeah, about still life top. Yes, yes. I know which reel you talk about. And congrats for that. I didn't post anything on Instagram. I was too focused on YouTube, but yeah. I hope you get a like from Gigi. I hope you do. So yeah, It feels weird. And you saw, if you watch my reels reaction video, the first one was somebody said that during that part in Still Life, like GD was actually crying. And I mean, I can't for sure tell you that I saw tears or anything, but we as at home, where I was almost crying, I was very emotional, but I held myself back. I said, I'm not gonna cry on camera on the internet. But I saw plenty of people crying. We got super emotional. So I think it would have been impossible for them who went through all of this with Top not to get emotional and maybe even tear up. So I can't, because GD kept like doing like this. His cap was very much over his eyes a bit, like shading his eyes, and he went like this a lot. A lot of hand movements, hand gestures over his face. He turned his back to the crowd a bunch of times, and then he crouched down. So I'm sure he did tear up. Come here, Gina. Oh wow, Nana liked your video. That's cool. Yeah, well, that's understandable, guys. That's understandable because unlike us who just see from outside, they actually go through all of these experiences that we talk about. They probably do miss him a lot. They probably do love him a lot. So of course that song is gonna be emotional to them, and all that context, which makes it even more intense with all of these people there, and accumulated with their comeback, first concert, official concert as OT3. Of course, it's like a lot of emotions, a lot of emotions, and it's difficult. Yeah, yeah, it's been a crazy month, yes, and it feels like it just started, but it's the 15th, so we're halfway through the month, and yeah, it's intense. Because then I was thinking today or yesterday, I was like, so after Coachella ends, what are we gonna talk about? What are we gonna crash out about? And then I remembered, oh wait, we got a new tour coming, new appearances, new album, new stuff. I'm sure GD will not let us get bored. I'm sure of that. That's not gonna happen. He's probably gonna release behind the scenes from Coachella. We're gonna talk about that. Maybe, guys, we're gonna get some more answers from that. So Top is maybe gonna do some appearances too. I hope so. I hope so. I really wish he could like promote it more the album, like really do some. I know that a lot of songs are not allowed to be broadcasted, but I really wish he could do more. I saw that he's gonna be on Cover magazine this month. So we're gonna talk about that when it comes out. What he's gonna do on the 19th. Oh, I saw the clip, but GD accidentally like ended the video. So he clicked stop. So there's basically nothing to be seen exactly. It's like a really close fan cam. And then GD takes the phone and it's just stops. What they're gonna do on the 19th, I actually don't know. But guys, I think that doing the still life bit again, I don't think it will hit the same. So I really wish they could take it out, to be honest. Or at least like put something else, maybe Flower Road, something with that emotional impact as well. Because then what's the point of like it works the first time because you take us, but we're talking about what could Big Bang do on the 19th. So we can too. Because that worked the first time, but if you expected it, because it took us by surprise, we knew that Still Life will be performed because we saw rehearsal footage like from a few hours before the performance. But We didn't know whether they're gonna include top spot or not, what's gonna happen. So I really hope they take it out, because then I don't think it's gonna hit the same. So what's the point of doing it again? It's like re-traumatizing us, and it's not gonna be the same again, as the first time. So they're probably gonna change the set list. I don't know how much. They're probably gonna keep Fantastic Baby, Bam Bam Bang, and We Like to Party. I hope so. Well, cartoon and movies, I saw somewhere that Mnet purchased the distribution rights. So it's not going to be on Coachella's YouTube from what I saw. So it's probably going to be posted by Mnet, I think. I mean, that would be the logical assumption, but I don't know. In terms of set lists, so Margaret is saying that she wants fuck it, hands up feeling. Uh, they're probably gonna cut it out at this point. I can't tell you anything else because they're probably gonna cut it out as they did in the first set. So I would be upset if they take out Haru Haru, to be honest, because they will probably. Oh, somebody said that instead of Still Life, they could do Last Dance. It's not the same emotional value like Flower Road. I think, although Flower Road is not one of my favorite songs, but it would have like the same level maybe of emotional value, emotional weight for fans. So I don't know. Somebody to Love. Well, not a lot of people know Full of Tears, to be honest. Like only all VIPs and VIPs that really looked into their discography. So maybe Somebody to Love has chances, because I love Somebody to Love a lot. I will do a live on the 19th as well. Yes, I will. How could I not? How could I not crash out another again at 8 in the morning, with strangers online and with my Daisy light stick at 8 a.m., watching Big Bang. So my next live probably Saturday, maybe Saturday. Yeah, before I'm gonna do another one before Coachella for sure. Probably Saturday, and then Monday morning. Monday morning for me for the second performance. Yes, but Somebody to Love, guys, it's one of my favorites. I love it so much, and I don't know what else they could do, but that's actually a really good question. Let me open Spotify, and I can like Stupid Liar, Blue. Maybe some look, because if they take out Haru Haru and Lies, they need something like slow like that. They need some. So Last Dance, Let's Not Fall in Love. Although, guys, like it's tricky without top. It's really tricky without top. And I said this before the first set as well. I don't know how they're gonna do this. They kind of did it. They kind of did it. I wasn't that upset. um I wasn't that upset with like how it turned out for like without top spots. For me, it was maybe the most visible during Fantastic Baby. Bam Bam Bang, I was maybe like, I hate that they started like they did that Mama 2024 setup, like starting with Daesang's part. But then I realized like a day after, wait, they didn't do the dance. They didn't do like like the bam bam bang dance, and I really I really wish they did. So, oh yeah, definitely we will like like a Taylor Swift eras concert. I would like a 4-hour concert. Definitely, I wouldn't be too upset by that. So let me see. If you, yeah, they might keep sober, I think. Like, almost. Yes, yes. I don't know how I went through. I only remember, or maybe that's when I realized they're really cutting top parts off out. Sorry, in Fantastic Baby, and then I just went along and I didn't notice it anymore until Still Life. So it wasn't that bad as I expected it to be from that point of view. So I don't know. I don't know, guys. Let me see. It feels wrong with the without stop, but at some point we have to get used to it. What can you do? So they played Bad Boy. I don't like this. What is this? No, Big Bang discography. Okay. I wonder if they're gonna play because they played a Full of Tears, so they're probably gonna have an OG as well. Or that uh, no appeared. GT. That's a nice thought. That's a nice theory. Nice rest, girl. I'm over 30. I barely get any rest. To be honest, I sleep. I do sleep, but like I don't remember the last time I woke up and I was like fully rested. And I have so many things happening. Like I almost didn't do this live stream right now because nothing happened to me per se, but I'm needed by somebody, by a friend of mine is going through something, and uh I'm really trying to be there for her, and it's tough for her, and I really need to do that as well. But I also need to do this. I don't need to, but I want to because I enjoy Big Bang, and I enjoy um talking about Coachella and everything, and I still have issues with my family that have been going on since January, and it takes a toll emotionally. But her back and energy, my back is better though. My back is better, thank you. Um, energy. I'm a very low energy person, to be honest. I get tired easily. I my friend will be better, but it's tough. It's tough. She's going through something, and it's tough. But she'll get through it. We'll all get through it. So maybe they will sing La 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 instead of Full of Tears. Yeah, basically the only thread I'm hanging on as well. I think this is the only thing that brings me joy at this point, to be honest, because everything else is just so bleak and tragic and sad. And whenever, don't ever say in your life, nothing can surprise me anymore, because the universe will send you something that will totally blow your mind. So, and it will surprise you. So never say that. So maybe because so let's just assume they're gonna replace everything except Fantastic Baby, Bam Bam Bang, and We Like to Party. If those still stand, Fantastic Baby and Bam Bam Bang, I'm sure they will not take those out, because that's basically the intro. So that's not gonna happen. So Full of Tears might be La La La, although it's not like uh slow. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, She Can't Get Enough, another one of my favorites. You guys know it. Sober too. Hi, Elena. That's cute. Sunset Glow. Sunset Glow. Yeah, I'm just going through their discography, and Crazy Dog. It's iconic, but I feel like it has a lot of songry in it. So that's probably never gonna happen. I don't know. Have they ever performed Crazy Dog live? I have a feeling that they haven't. So Haru Haru, I hope they don't take it out because to be honest, like I was trying to keep my mic away as much as I could. So I can't help by but sing made up words, of course, when Haru Haru plays. Tonight with vocals, yeah. Gotta go. Also, I wouldn't put hands up there. I wouldn't put hands up there because that's like ladies and gentlemen, TOP, and that would be painful. That would be so painful to hear that song. I can't even listen to that song, the studio version, because it doesn't hit the same. That doesn't, yeah, top of peers. No, Margaret, I'm not boarding this train again. I'm not boarding the top train again, to be honest. The top train at Coachella. Um let me see. Let me see what else. So the last farewell, maybe. Last farewell. Lies. Maybe they keep lies. Maybe they keep lies because it's like iconic. And maybe GD changes power for maybe a boy. Maybe a boy. That would be lovely. That would be lovely. That would be lovely. And Taeyang maybe changes the Ringa Ringa for eyes, nose, lips. That would be a very top thing to do. So everybody, let's just not let's say that top doesn't appear. Let's all believe that then maybe he does because that would be something very top to do. Uh, yeah. Let's say. Let's see. What else? What else? This is Taeyang. No, I don't wanna. I wanna look at no GD top. No. So hands up, I really don't want to. I really don't want to have tonight without top. I can't. That's like non-negotiable. Two truths and one lie. I love GD top more than anything and anyone. I ship GD top every single day. And they'll do Zuter. Lie is they'll do Zuter. I don't want to hear tonight. Without top, I can't. I really can't. Somebody to love, I could go for that. Maybe cafe, guys. Maybe we get cafe. Wouldn't be too bad. As a slow song. As a slow song mix there. Stupid liar, yeah. Blue. Bad boy, they did. Fantastic baby, non-negotiable. Monster would be cool. Monster. All of them have amazing toppers, and like this is really difficult. This is insanely difficult. uh ego. Ego. Ego could be cool. What if GD comes out with his yellow heart no, not heartbreaker, one of a kind wig. That would be funny. That would be funny. No, no. Let me get to okay, made album. Fuck it, yeah. Last Dance. I hope so. Let's not fall in love. I hope so. Loser, they did. Baby. Baby would be awkward. Baby would be awkward because there are some top verses that are like more memorable than other, although they all are all great, but some of them are more memorable than other. Um he doesn't have any bad ones. It's just a matter of for example, Baby. You can't picture Baby without top. It's that's a silly reason for your friends not to talk to you. So they can't play Baby without top. No, then they can't. Princess. No, you can't do that. No. If you Yeah, sober, I think they're gonna let that in, leave that in. And then it's over. And then it's over. Um I wouldn't mind another like too bad, another too bad from GD. Because I'm wondering they will probably change their solos as well. But I don't know any other songs from Daesung except Look at Me Gisun and Hando Chogwa. So I don't know what he will do. Interesting. 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 Made is an amazing album. Made is really an amazing album. Like they really have options. They have options, but too many options. Too many options, and it's tricky with this top thing. It would have been way easier if top was back. Oh, I love those songs too. And he was so glittery and he was so sparkly. He literally sparkled on stage. It was, you can't look at him and not smile. You can't. You can't. Even if you're not necessarily a Trot fan. It's like Daesung. Of course you're gonna like whatever he sings. He's so likable. He's so likable. I don't know what we're gonna do, guys. I don't know what we're gonna do. Like it's Korean brain rot. Mm. No, I think we're brain rotting at this point. I think we're brain rotting. What's one thing GD could do to make this his thing about top? Post a photo of top. Post a. That would be the only way that I could, really. No, guys, I have to take you guys with me to get my lip balm because my oopsie, my lips are crazy dry again. Just a second. Spring is so difficult for me because everything gets dry. My face gets dry. My entire skin gets dry as hell. So secret garden kiss, yeah. Anything would be like that. I will not. This week I will not. I will not uh obsess over this. I will try. Yeah, once more. Rip my, yes. Unfortunately, I'm a very dry ass girl. So I promise this week I'm not gonna speculate anymore. I'm not. I'm not boarding the crazy train again. I felt bad enough as as it was on Monday when Dom wasn't there, and I was like, "Oh, goody! I hope I enjoyed Big Bang's 20 years anniversary. I hope I wasn't too busy imagining Top, waiting for Top to come back. So I think that's a really bad aspect of everything that happened with all of these hints and speculations is I think it took away maybe a bit from us truly enjoying the performance. I'm not saying we didn't, but in the back of my head, I was like, is Top gonna show up? Is Top gonna show up? Is he? Is he? Are we going crazy? Are we not? Well, GD said that. GD did that. So, I feel like it took away maybe a bit from the performance, at least for me. I don't know. What can you do, guys? What can you do? I wish I could read GD's mind. I wish I could know what they are talking about. Really wish. I really wish. But in terms of songs, I'm sure it's gonna be great. Although it's like everybody knows that first weekend is usually better than the second one. So Same, same. That cameraman in We Like to Party. I was like, is that top? Is it happening? Is it happening? So that's not exactly the proper way to enjoy like such a comeback, and I don't know if it's our fault or GD's fault or but talking about Big Bang tickets, I'm actually that this performance got me pumped for their tour. Actually, got me really excited for their tour. Like I can't wait. I literally can't wait, and I'm gonna do everything that I can to get to get a ticket. Literally anything. So yeah. But it got me really pumped because I really want to hear the set list again live. Like I want to be there to experience it live because it's different, guys. It's super different. I don't know when they will drop tour tickets, but soon. I think soon. I hope soon. Maybe this summer. I hope so. I really hope so. But you know, I'm really, really wishing for tickets. I'm saving my money for that. Saving my money for that. Thoughts and surprises for this weekend? Well, I do think that the set list will be changed, obviously. But I don't know. I don't think they're gonna play Still Life again because would be I think it would be pointless. It wouldn't be the same. But otherwise, nothing relating to top, nothing. I'm gonna stop about that. I'm not gonna say anything about that until Monday. So, and they tell the live street, uh huh, haha, yeah. I wish, I wish, yeah, I wish, I wish that was true. Outfits too, yeah, for sure. Song predictions. Well, I do think that instead of Still Life, it would probably either Last Dance or Flower Road. They will keep Fantastic Baby, Bam Bam Bang, and We Like to Party. Probably Sober as well. One OG song from their like beginnings, something similar to A Full of Tears. So maybe La La La, maybe something there from that area. And that's about it in terms of predictions. Yeah. Maybe guys, maybe. But then if GD does that, then probably Top will resign. Top will not do the movie. Heart like this. This GD does the how did GD because people paparazzi were asking GD to do this, and he was like, I don't know what he was doing, what the kind of heart he was trying to do. So complicated, but I. Uh, why do you think that? That's an interesting take. I saw the videos of GD and Daesung at the Dodgers game and having fun, and it's like, no, you haven't traumatized us to death 2 days ago. No, it's like, yeah, sure, act like nothing's happened. Nothing happened, guys. What are you guys so stressed about? He was not doing sign language. They were. It was like they were. It was a Travis Scott. Travis Scott, yeah, Travis Scott's song, the one that Gigi likes, and Rose's Apate and Justin Bieber's Baby playing, so they were just dancing. Why do you think about that Thanos Skibidi edits? Why do you have that theory? I'm curious. Let's talk about that. Hmm. Yeah, Daesan was really happy. Daesan was really happy and excited, and then they had that pose, that photo that I included in my video, and they were like a couple on a honeymoon, guys, like doing a heart from their arms. It was so cute. Fiend, yeah, I don't like that song. Travis Scott is not my thing, to be honest. I saw that top is in first place. I did see that. Okay. Need more. I need more. I mean, do you think that they will not be successful without top? Is that your argument? But they are scheduled for a world tour and for a new album. So no, I don't like Travis Scott either, to be honest. Okay. Do you think the competition is too fierce with all of these groups now? Do you think that they are maybe out of, I don't know, out of style? I don't know. I'm trying to understand what you mean. Because even when they were at their prime, they still had solo careers as well. Well, except with some exceptions. But tell me more. That's an interesting theory, and I could talk about that. Why not? I'm curious why do you think that? Um I XAS and Filipino, do you mean that Big Bang's comeback is a scheme to like a PR scheme to boost top? They make a new OT3 then. Yes, almost. We're at 1 hour and a half. Um, it will for sure not be the same because they're going off. Well, I can't agree with you, XAS and Filipino, but I can't agree with you because this is such a big endeavor. And if they also go on tour and record the new album, that's a pretty expensive PR thing just for top. I mean, it takes a lot of time, takes a lot of money, a lot of effort just to boost top like that. That I think that I can't really agree with that. And with our theory, I mean, for sure, it's not gonna be the same as they were before. It's never gonna be the same. But I don't think I don't think they will like split up immediately after their comeback. I actually don't know. um, it won't be the same. Obviously, it won't be the same. I think they're banking a lot on nostalgia right now. I don't know exactly how much potential there is for like a new Big Bang career, like just exclusively from like new songs, just the three of them. But I really don't know. Yeah, I saw that the fandom is in a bit of a war. Ah, thank you. Thank you all the way from Korea. That's nice. Thank you. Top is about mourning OT5, mourning his 20s, mourning his wasted years, post events. Uh, oh, cute, cute Canada. That's cool. Thank you for joining. He didn't dispute per se OT4, but guys, these separations are made by us. OT3, OT4, OT5. These are fan made terms, let's say like that. The members never ever, I don't know if the members ever really said, okay, now we're OT5, now we're OT4, now we're OT3. This is just fan made stuff, which I think it's stupid. Yes, I do agree that India, we have a lot of lovely subscribers from India here. Um, what was I saying? I saw that a lot of people are fighting, and I think it's so stupid. But I don't actually know why do you think that these fan wars are dangerous. In what way because basically at the root of everything, we all love the members and Big Bang, and we want to see and hear Big Bang. So I don't know. I won't lie though, I think you know they want the same. mm, okay, top G Dragon, I will take them one at a time. Uh, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true because take G Dragon for example. He's as popular as ever since his comeback, and he was on hiatus, and he's just one person. And Ubermensch was a fantastic success. Uh, Sold out shows, awards. So I can't really say that they can't be popular without Top. I don't agree. For sure, fans will never forget Top, but I'm sure there's potential. I think there's potential there. Why not? Why not? If GD can do it, why couldn't the three of them do it? You know. Um, Ina, my favorite song from Top's album, I think it's starting to be for fans, lovely, and Studio 54, I think. Although I love all of them, but these are more. Many references from GD in Top's album. Cannot understand how. No, I don't think that GD's voice is on Top's album. I don't think so. I've seen that speculation online, but I don't think so. Self crucifixion is really good. Yes, I agree. I agree. That was my brain's bit turned off. Yeah. Do you think? Yes, I do think that they will release a song. I don't because they are supposed to release an album. So what's gonna be on that album? Because it can't be. I don't think they're gonna re-record the songs because at this point they are doing rearrangements to cut out certain parts. So I think they're gonna release new songs. Because otherwise, what's the point of a new album? If they do you think it's gonna go if it were for guys, they are not the first band to ever lose members. And for some bands it worked, for some bands it didn't. I think that of course it will never be the same as it was at their peak, at their height with Made album. For me, Made album was their peak. It will never be like that. And that was OT5. So I don't think that anything can match that. Um but I don't think it's not going to be successful. Just remember how the world went crazy when they came out at Mama 2024. Like you could have said that there was an earthquake globally. So I don't think that it's gonna fail. I do understand what you mean that it's not gonna be the same without top, and that's understandable. What are the only options? Just either with top or not at all? Because why? Why? If you have the opportunity to do it as three, I don't mind necessarily. I think this Coachella performance was the perfect like test audience to test out this formula, and I think it went great. I mean, yeah, if I were not like a fan of Big Bang that wasn't aware of Top and Top's contribution in existence in Big Bang, I don't think I would have noticed. To be honest, I wouldn't have noticed. So I think there's a lot of potential for new fans as well as OT3. Okay, for fans, yeah, well, yeah, I would like to see the music video for that. I don't know if they will perform at Mama. I don't know. I don't know. GD has some animosity. Why do you think that? Because GD hasn't said or done anything recently that would reference Songri, and I was GD had some. Why do you think that? Because as I said, I haven't heard anything relating to Songri lately. Wish that OT4 happened though. Well, it was supposed to happen, but top left. It was supposed to happen, OT4 album. All these GD references about top are justified. It's truly regrettable since he left the group. I don't agree. I don't agree. Hate me for it, but I don't think Tabi is regrettable. To be honest, I didn't get that feeling from his album. I didn't feel that. Let me just finish with this thing, um, and I will address the Wendy Chihuahua thing. I guys, you might not agree. As I said, I really hate this argument of Top being apologetic because Top, I don't think if you listen to Another Dimension, there's no moment where I feel like he's being regrettable. This is not an apology album. This is a audio diary where he says how much he was in pain, how much he suffered from all the media crucifixion that happened, and how everything went bad, and how bad he was, and how he managed to get out of that dark place, and how he's done with Big Bang. I think that's the feeling that I got from that album. I didn't. I don't think he's regrettable because I think he's mature enough to realize that he didn't basically do anything, and I don't think he left the group due to guilt. I don't think so. I think I don't know where that started, but I don't think he left the group due to guilt, because he left the group a lot of time up. Like GD went on his military duty, and they were still talking when GD got out of military duty, and then Top left. So, and GD was in the military for 2 years, right? So it wasn't like legal stuff happened, problems happened, and then Top left. It wasn't like with Songri. Wendy Chihuahua, I think she's just an old fan. Ex VIP. I think she's an ex VIP. Yes, I think she's an ex VIP, and she went only for Top further on. Yes, guilty, yes, but he has to have. Hmm. Najma Gori, when did he kept saying sorry to members? because that was a long time ago, guys. If we want Top to move on, we should move on a bit with the times as well. Um, Guys, if you look at the timeline, I will go right now on Wikipedia again and tell me if this makes sense to you because I can't. These are adults we're talking about. How I'm getting pissed off. How did you guys got the? Did you guys got the legit question? Did you get the feeling from his from another dimension that he he was feeling sorry or apologetic and he because I didn't get that feeling. I feel like he closed the chapter and he was talking about his feelings of depression and anxiety and panic attacks and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I got it wrong, and maybe he was apologetic towards the fans. Maybe I would say that. Maybe because he did say that fans. He says that in Studio 54, right? Like my fans who went through everything. So I don't know. And I'm gonna go here. So bear with me. Began his military service in 2017. 2017. What happened? Everything that happened was so, and he was supposed to be discharged on November on 2018. 2018. Okay. And so he began in February 2017. June, everything happened. All the hell broke loose with a scandal. Okay. So this was in the same year. He was discharged in 2019 from the military. He was discharged. Okay. And then, let me see with the big bank. 2022. So 3 years later, YG announced that Big Bang would make their comeback with a new song, right? Which was still live. And then they also announced that Top ended his exclusive contract with YG. And he was supposed to continue with group activities, but Top confirmed on May 31st, 2023, that he withdrawn from the group. So OT4 album was supposed to happen in 2022. He was discharged from the military and everything was settled with his issues in 2019. Guys, there's a 3 years gap. In these 3 years, GD went to the military and came back, and there were texts exchanged by Top between Top and GD, which were posted by Top on Instagram, which were like friendly text messages with like Top saying congrats for finishing your military duty and everything, and they were friends. Like obviously the relations were cool. So tell me, how how does it make sense that he felt guilt for 3 years and suddenly when it was time to for Big Bang to make a comeback and come back with a new album, he ended his contract and left? To me, it doesn't necessarily say that he left because he felt guilty, guys. I'm sorry, it feels like a narrative, to be honest, being pushed. Kind of, but now the guilt stuff, yeah, yeah, I don't know. And especially after seeing the music video for Studio 54, it's giving me more unapologetic. It feels like he chose himself over everything else, his mental health over everything else, over Big Bang, over the new album, over YG, over everything, and he just left and never looked back. That's the feeling that I'm getting. Like he's giving me like strong man vibes. I don't know, guys. That's there's a lot of pain there in the album, but it feels like a journey. He lays it out completely. But how? How? because I want to understand. Okay, Elena. Okay, sure. Thank you. Thank you for joining. I just want to understand how does guilt how does guilt happen here? And okay, let's say that okay, he felt guilt for 3 years and then he left. Okay. But then this argument that after like since 2022 he's still feeling guilt. We're in 2026 and he's still not coming back to Big Bang out of guilt. This feels like a very childish explanation. And I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Yeah, I don't. He doesn't look that meek to me. He's not a sheep. He's a strong ass rapper. Like this, this another dimension album like kicked my ass, and I'm deeply impressed by his strength. And I, especially because he seems to have so much strength right now. That's why I can't buy this guilt thing anymore. Let's say. So sorry for the rant. Sorry for the rant, but it feels like a lot of people are confused about the timeline of the events. And I can't understand how, and I want to understand why some people still have this notion that he's feeling so insanely guilty. You know what I think it is? I think he has been so deeply traumatized by everything that happened that he really doesn't want to have anything to do with anything. Because, you know, like having an ex boyfriend, I have this insanely toxic ex boyfriend. And although I'm over it, I'm over it. I got my closure, I'm fine with it, but I would still not want to see his face anymore because each time I would see his face, maybe I would be reminded of those bad times and those bad feelings. So maybe it's like a coping thing, you know, not wanting to have anything to do with Big Bang anymore for his mental health. I much rather prefer to think that Top is being selfish with his mental health, which would be amazing, rather than to think that he's still dying of guilt 2022, 2020, 4 years later, you know, like for 4 years you've been killing yourself with guilt. I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe that. I'd rather say that he's selfish for his own good. That makes me feel so much better. Like, yes, King, be selfish with your mental health. A lot of us should be more selfish with our mental health and our peace of mind. Because we don't know what happened behind the scenes, guys, when he departed. We don't know the issues. We don't know if the members stood by him. We don't know what happened. And maybe he's not trusting them anymore. I don't know. But maybe they have. Maybe they have settled it. Maybe they talked about it. And maybe he decided, I don't want to be part of this anymore. As much as, because trust me, as a VIP, I would love to see him with the rest of the members. But you know, going through what he did, you know, um, maybe he's being resentful. Maybe other members didn't really take his part during those times. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just speculating because I'm trying to put myself in his shoes, you know, for a second, as much as I could as a normal person. Try to understand why these decisions are happening. And it feels a lot like he really doesn't want to have anything to do with Big Bang anymore. That's just the cruel truth. And I think that, and regarding like GD's behavior and all the signs and hints, I think it's either very selfish of them to push this narrative and to like insist on the idea that Top might come back and literally enable fans to still believe this and still hope in this, Or I don't actually know what's the alternative. Really hope that it doesn't move on. For my mental health sake, I hope it does, or at least we get some closure, guys. I think we should get some closure at this point, or some straight up answer, any answer, but just an answer. Um, guys, I think we are forgetting a bit how it was, how we all were after Top dropped this album. Because after Top dropped Another Dimension, we are all so at peace with the decision and everything. We were actually at peace. Sad, maybe, but at peace. We're like, okay, never gonna happen. Fine. And I think we should go back to that. I think we should maybe go back to to suffering a bit. I think we should go over Top's lyrics again and listen to the whole album again. Yeah, for real. Like I'm super fine with, like, I'm not pissed anymore at any person that caused me harm in the past. But I really don't want to see their faces anymore. Yeah. And maybe the idea of Big Bang really brings him so much pain that he cannot like dissociate it anymore from the bad parts, from the bad memories. Takes a lot of work, guys, to get out of that dark place. We actually never ever went through such a thing, so it's really hard maybe for us to understand. I was accepting the same, Margaret. Sail off into the sunset. Yeah, I'm torn, guys. I'm torn. I feel the same as you guys do. I really wish they could like make up, kiss and make up, and get back together. And but we're starting to sound like Jelena fans, like the Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez fans that can't accept that these people broke up, and the guy is married with a kid and she's married too, and there are people who still wish for them to get back together, and we're starting to feel like that. And I think that we should move on at some point too. I'm not saying never wish for it ever again, but it's difficult. Oh, and Judy is like Selena in this case, completely, well, constantly like teasing everybody about this. Well, he kind of did with his album. Also, we got five more years of material from Top, so I think we're gonna get everything in due time. Because at some point, and everything gets out, everything. Sooner or later, we will find out more about this, but I don't think if it even matters anymore. I think after Coachella, I think I'm really gonna let this go. I'm really gonna let this go. I'm gonna listen to Another Dimension for 50 more times, and I'm gonna try to get back into that mindset that it's not gonna happen, because it really doesn't help anybody. It really doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help Top, the speculation. It doesn't help the members. It doesn't help the fans. So who actually helps? Who actually benefits from this speculation? Like a YouTube tutorial, yeah. I don't think he would want to do that, to be honest. I know, I know, but trauma is trauma. Trauma is trauma. Like, just imagine going through such hard times that she can't comprehend living another day. Has to be dark. That has to be dark. And that happening then, and I don't know how the rest of the members behaved. I remember some saying that Daesung visited him or something. Giri, I don't know what Giri did, guys. None of them are perfect, so I don't know what happened. Yeah, we have we have. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Yeah. Yes, yes, Margaret, you're super right. That's gonna be painful. I hope that doesn't come very soon. I hope that doesn't come for very soon. I'm not I'm not excited for that. So let's not talk about that. Let's enjoy our little piece of bliss, our little corner of bliss for a while longer. But yeah. I wonder why Taeyang wasn't at the baseball game. I thought I my first thought was that he went back to Korea, but then I remembered that there's another performance coming, so I'm not gonna believe GD anymore. I'm really not gonna believe GD anymore, guys. I'm not. I'm not. No, unless Top posts something, I'm not believing GD anymore. I'm not trusting him. Definitely not. Nope. GD can post whatever he wants to. From now on, I'm not gonna buy it. Nope. Nope, nope. Mentally abused our minds, to be honest. Yeah. Yep. 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 Really. Hmm. Yeah. I'm curious about this top cover that it's coming out because he looks so good in those pictures. He really looks amazing. And I really, really want to see what he said in it, but it's not out from what I saw. I hope it's going to be available online too. Didn't you guys just say that you want to change the subject? We are still talking about Giri and his delusional mind. No, let's not. What solo song do you think Giri will sing? Question. Question. What do you guys think? I think that maybe a boy, maybe. Crooked also great. That's actually a good point. Or crayon. Or crayon. These are usually his choices. So no, a boy I think it would be too niche. I think crooked or crayon. Yeah. I think would be more in the same energy vein as power. Yeah, definitely. I don't think it's gonna be middle fingers up as much as I would want to. I don't think it's gonna be. I think it's too niche and too mellow. Let's say because it's more. It doesn't have the energy of power or crooked or crayon. And he hasn't actually performed the song in a while because it wasn't a song in the Ubermensch set. So I don't think that's gonna happen, unfortunately. Heartbreaker could be possible. Could be possible, yeah. That's a good point. It's a very good point, guys. Yeah. I'm getting sleepy. I'm getting sleepy. Very tiring. Just speculating about Big Bang, guys. Tiring. It's been a long day. Very long day. Today, mm, don't know. His kid, but isn't his kid like a baby? I don't know actually what Taeyang is gonna perform because the only songs I know from Taeyang are like Eyes, Nose, Lips, Good Boy, the duo with GD, and Ringalinga. So I don't know. I don't know. And they sung, I don't know. But I think it's gonna be a surprise. So 4 years. Well, technically, GD started dancing and singing right at 4 years. So step up, kid. Do you think he's gonna perform Ringalinga again? Don't think so. This is such a weird thing, with these weekends because everything works the first time. The second time doesn't really work in the same place. Like it's strange. It's a strange concept. I do too. I do too. But I don't know. Maybe he's gonna do Eyes, Nose, Lips. Although it's a slow song, so he does have albums out, guys. Let's not pretend he doesn't, but I'm not very familiar with his discography, to be honest. So I don't know. I hope GD releases like a behind the scenes, but I think after the second weekend, like with the fan meetings as well. Yeah. What, eyes, nose, lips? I'm sure many will sing, but I don't know for what is the energy they're going after. What is the vibe? Because if you want something like Ringa Linga was very energetic, like very high intensity. So eyes, nose, lips is like a slow song, a love song. So it's not necessarily the same. That's an interesting theory. I think that's your 2 hours of sleep speaking. That's crazy. I do remember when Top did Crayon, right? The intro. They sang I wouldn't mind seeing Daesung perform the same songs, to be honest. I really wouldn't mind that. That would be cute. That would be so cute. Why did you sleep only 2 hours to be why? Why? I'm curious now. I would be dead right now if I only slept 2 hours. I would be dead. You see, he should do one. He should do one. Why not? I'll be cute. That would be cute. Daesung, and maybe some days I'm talking in English some more. He was so cute. Such great crowd control. Mhm. Top G Dragon, tell us, spill the beans. Why did you only sleep for 2 hours? Why did you listen to a fantastic baby Japanese version for 5 hours? The Japanese version is like what, 3 minutes? 5 hours. Wow. Watching Naruto, I understand, and Supernatural, yes. Understandable. That I can understand. But why did you listen for a song that is 3 minutes long for 5 hours? I don't know. That's more weird. I'd say more interesting. Oh, live one. For 5 hours. That's a lot. That's really a lot. But if that makes you happy, why not? Didn't you have school today? Because that would have been crappy if you had to go to school on 2 hours of sleep. Mm? What do you think? Understandable, understandable. Yeah. I can see why. I can see why. Yeah, guys. Long day. Long day. I'm out of any Big Bang topic to address. I think I addressed everything and even more. I think we went a bit off topic for a while there. No, that's really a bad idea. Yeah, that's actually a really bad idea. Yes, I agree. Completely agree. Think I'm gonna. Mm. Oh wow! Wow, so smart, so smart. Big Bang fan one. That's great. That's a great strategy. Great strategy. That's great. I wonder what the guys are gonna wear weekend too. Really curious. Something great and something expensive for sure. No doubt about that. No doubt. Another shirtless Young for sure. I can bet anything on that. Can really bet anything. I used to stay up reading as well in high school. I used to love reading at night, and because at night it got interesting. So give me any day of the week for real. Hi, Carla. Hi, welcome back. Welcome back, because I'm out of Big Bang topics. So if you guys want to discuss something, just let me know. Shirtless GD. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I think Jeong is a bit more shy. Daesung could be. He's shy too. He looks great, but he's shy. I don't think we'll get that, unfortunately. But that would be a sight for sore eyes. Comeback of. I can imagine. I can picture Daesung's face if he ever read that. He'll be like, "Why? Why?" Shirtless top. Yeah, last and only time in Taza. Yes, agree. Please, God, please. Oh my God, we're thirsting. We're thirsting so hard. We should be ashamed of ourselves. I'm not. I'm not. I like to look at hot men. Why not? They're cute and handsome and charismatic and talent talented. Margaret is not possessive. Margaret shares. She's very generous. Shirtless Big Bang. But seriously though, at almost 40, they look incredible. They look unreal. Unreal. It's insane. Uh, you shouldn't be ashamed either. Margaret is generous. She shares. She's very happy that Daesung is getting attention and love and more recognition because he deserves it. He's so underrated, guys. I think he's so underrated because everybody focuses, understandably so on GD and Top always. And I feel that Daesung and Taeyang sometimes fall into the background a bit. So I'm really happy that people really saw how great they are and how talented they are, and only a win. A win is a win. So Daddy Tay Tay, MVPs, yes. Daddy Tay Tay. And I also think because people said, as I said at the beginning, that Taeyang carried the performance. Giri didn't do anything. He just stood there. He didn't like shine or stood out. Guys, Giri is the leader, and it's a leader's duty to make sure that everybody shines. As a leader, you're not supposed to be the only person that stands out. So I think he, especially in the good boy dance, I think that he did that on purpose, to let Taeyang shine a bit because we know GD can dance. He was just messing around, and I think he really, I think it was great what he did. Salty sunflower seeds, but it's noisy when you eat them. Isn't it noisy? Taeyang's hair, I'm not mad about it. I think I got used to that super white bleached blonde. I don't mind. I'm not mad about it. I'm not crazy about it either. Hi, Martina. I'm not crazy about it either. I like Daesung's hair. I like when his hair is curly like that and wild. And it's so cute. So cute. Super cute. And GD's hair was great. Like it was really such a wholesome moment, guys. Really wholesome moment. So happy for them. So so happy and proud. Yeah. Hmm. I think I'm gonna close the live stream soon, guys, because I'm feeling really sleepy. Really, really sleepy. Taeyang's hair. They were. They really were MVPs of Coachella, really. I mean, vocals like Taeyang and Daesung, sorry guys, but they are unmatched. Unmatched. Like Daesung, for example, like he really has no equal when it comes to vocal prowess. He goes hard. He ate and left no crumbs, guys. He really served, and I don't know how many singer artists in Coachella could say the same. To be honest, like he really lit up that stage. Because Trotter is not easy to sing. Actually, it's really not easy. Live vocals. Because at this point, I think his studio songs are boring compared to the live performances. It's boring. Has no like charm. I don't know. Live, it's something else entirely. It's exactly like Hands Up. It's difficult. It's different, with all the ad libs. Guys, also a thought. I do hope, maybe it's far fetched and maybe it's not gonna happen, but I do hope, fingers crossed, that they release, like, how on Spotify you can find like these. Because I think that when they were like Big Bang, like all times, they released for each concert like uh not, I would say, an album, like with the live performance, so I really wish they could do that for Coachella as well, because I have numerous playlists like that saved in my Spotify, and I really want like a live Coachella Big Bang thingy, you know. Yeah, they do make a lot of mess, to be honest. Yeah, they're messy. They're messy. Yeah. Even when you eat them at home, it gets messy. Yep. Yep. Guys, whenever I say that I'm gonna close the live stream soon, I find something else to talk about, or somebody asks me something, and I end up delaying it a lot more. So I really don't want to do that today. I have to call my friend when I finish this live stream to see how she is. Um, so yeah, I, Margaret, I need to rest for a month. If it were possible to sleep for a month, it would be great. Like, it's a struggle. It's a struggle. Lots of things to do and not enough time and not enough energy. But what can you do? I will try to rest more, but it's impossible for me to sleep. Like, I wake up at 9 and I can't go back to sleep. And what can you do? Mm, I don't do that. I don't do that. I do scroll. I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to. Um, but sometimes I do, but not precisely GT top. My eyes look tired. Yes, I'm 31, so I'm gonna look tired until the day I die, unfortunately. But Sunday, not Sunday, during like Saturday's next live stream. So the next live stream will be on Saturday, hopefully, and I'll try to set it like more like at my time at noon, like earlier, so I'm not this tired and not this drowsy. I'm also in PMSing a bit, so that's why I'm also more tired. And it's this whole switch to spring which gets me really tired. So it's spring sickness, spring's blue. Taeyang, no. Top and GD, yes, I have dreamt about them shirtless. Probably, yeah, at some point, yeah. But yeah, I understand. I understand. It's actually so sad when you wake up and realize it was just a dream. So